Massive changes in the world today mean that leaders are facing challenges they couldn't even imagine a few years ago. Today's leaders operate in a world where little is certain, the pace is relentless, and everything is more complex. That's the new reality of leadership. The transformation of leadership requires a paradigm shift. A paradigm is a shared mindset that represents a fundamental way of thinking about, perceiving, and understanding the world. Although many leaders are still operating from an old paradigm mindset, they are increasingly ineffective. Successful leaders will respond to the new reality. From stabilizer to change manager. In the past, many leaders assumed that if they could just keep things running on a steady, even keel, the organization would be successful. Yet today's world is in constant motion, and nothing seems certain anymore. Most leaders recognize that trying to maintain stability in a world of such unexpected and far-reaching change is a losing battle. Today's best leaders accept the inevitability of change and crisis and tap into them as potential sources of energy and self-renewal. From controller to facilitator. Leaders in powerful positions once believed strict control was needed for the organization to function efficiently and effectively. Today, the old assumptions about the distribution of power are no longer valid. An emphasis on control and rigidity serves to squelch motivation, innovation, and morale rather than produce desired results. Effective leaders share power rather than hoard it and find ways to increase an organization's brainpower by getting everyone in the organization involved and committed. Rather than being a controller, the leader is a facilitator who helps people do their best by removing obstacles, getting people what they need, providing learning opportunities, and offering support and feedback. From competitor to collaborator. In our connected world, collaboration becomes more important than competition. Successful leaders harness and make the most of ideas, talents, and resources. Although some organizations still encourage internal competition and aggressiveness, most successful leaders stress teamwork, compromise, and cooperation. Collaboration presents greater leadership challenges than did the old concept of competition. Leaders first have to develop their own collaborative mindset and then create an environment of teamwork and community that fosters collaboration and mutual support. From diversity avoider to diversity promoter. Many of today's organizations were built on assumptions of uniformity, separation, and specialization. People who think alike, act alike, and have similar job skills are grouped into a department, such as accounting or manufacturing, separate from other departments. Homogeneous groups find it easy to get along, communicate, and understand one another. The uniform thinking that arises, however, can be a disaster in a world becoming more multinational and diverse. Bringing diversity into the organization is a way to attract the best human talent and develop an organization mindset broad enough to thrive in a cultural world. From hero to humble. Another shift is the move from celebrating leaders as heroes to recognizing the hardworking, behind-the-scenes leader who quietly develops others rather than touting his or her own abilities. The hero leader may make a more risky and dangerous decisions, often without considering the greater good, whereas the humble leader will seek advice and take time to think through the possible consequences of his or her actions. The biggest challenge facing leaders today is the changing world that wants a new paradigm of leadership. The new reality involves a shift from stability to change, from control to empowerment, from competition to collaboration, and from uniformity to diversity.